What's up, guys? Movie Buff. Gonna talk to you today about Robin Hood. This is not a great movie, guys. Rotten Tomato scores kind of speak for itself. It's not a total dumpster fire, but it is very chaotic storytelling. It's kind of long and drawn out. I was entertained, to say the least, but it just wasn't good. Taron Egerton plays Robin Hood. You've got Jamie Foxx as Little John. You've got Ben Mendelsohn as the Sheriff of Nottingham. This is kind of a different origin story as far as the Robin Hood is concerned. In this, he's more well-to-do. He kind of catches this girl in the beginning of the movie trying to steal his horse, and she's a thief. And that kind of comes to play back around when he's on the other end of the spectrum and he's the thief. But he falls madly in love with her. Basically, they're living the lap of luxury and everything, and he gets drafted in this war. And basically, this is a time where if you didn't believe in the Catholic Church or their beliefs, you're going to war. And while he's over there, he's tasked with a difficult decision to end a young boy's life for just because he doesn't believe the way they do, and he's a prisoner of war. And he's done nothing wrong. This kid is innocent, and this father, which is played by Jamie Foxx, is begging for his son's life. Take me. And basically Robin Hood makes the decision to try to save the boy, and he in the process gets Jamie Foxx free. In this whole little shenanigans, Jamie loses his hand, Little John, and that's kind of the beginning of okay, now this is the setup of the story. Anyways, he goes back over there. He's basically dishonorably discharged. He gets shot with an arrow, just so they're like, hey, send this guy back that's just this hothead that doesn't listen to orders. And he goes back and he realizes that his home's been taken over. There's all this tax and people are scrounging just to live. And of course, he goes back to his girl, which, it's been a while. It's been, I think it was 4 years. It might have been longer. It might have been 7. He was over there. They pronounced him dead, and they didn't think he was coming back. So she moves on. And she's got this other guy, and of course, he's kind of like, what the fuck, but it's one of those deals where he has to cope, and he gets basically like there's nothing left to live for kind of deal. Well, he runs into Little John, and kind of how they play that Little John, it's in his language. That's what his name translates to, which is something I'm not even going to try to pronounce, but that's kind of how they come up with the Little John name. But obviously there's a training montage. He's basically saying, you're upset with this guy. I'm upset with this guy. The only thing that keeps him in power is the money. So if we steal the money, they have no power, over us or over any of these people. And, he wants to do the right thing. So like I said, training montage, he basically just, he's already a very good archer, but Jamie Foxx kind of takes him to the next level to where he's like shooting, 14 arrows at a time, different targets. I mean, very unbelievable, very unrealistic, but it was cool to watch. The rest of the movie is basically them trying to take down the Sheriff of Nottingham and this corrupt government system. And like I said, it's got some cool parts in it. It's got some pretty stupid parts in it too. So a lot of the comedy doesn't really hit. It's very drawn out. Like I said, it's chaotic storytelling. But I mean, maybe Redbox. I give this movie maybe like a 5 out of 10. It was pretty bad, guys. I would skip this one. Maybe, like I said, until it comes out on Redbox, it might be worth $1 or free HBO or something like that. So, till next time, see you at the movies.